I first set my oven to 350 degrees. Then I started to sift my flour. I am using 3 cups of flour for this recipe. That seemed to be a good amount. This made about, I think it was about 12 biscuits. So to me, it was a perfect amount. We can eat off of it today and tomorrow. And I also made turkey gravy, ground turkey gravy, but I forgot to record that. So all you guys gonna get today is my biscuit recipe. Sifting and measuring at the same time. That's why it's taking a while. That's okay. Done with that, now I'm gonna sift it. This is not a flour sifter, but I found that using this fine mesh strainer does the job just right. A lot of times I don't have all the tools I need, and so I just improvise. And sometimes you gotta do what you do. I'm in the middle of making biscuits or whatever, and I just gotta find a tool. So what you just saw there, what was left at the bottom, which is what you didn't want in your biscuits, which is those hard little pieces. So right here, I am measuring 2 tablespoons of baking powder. My first time making biscuits was yesterday, and I used baking powder and baking soda. But this recipe just called for baking powder. I wanted to see what the difference was going to be. So now I'm adding my salt, 2 teaspoons of salt. Next time I make this recipe, I will use less salt. It was a little too salty for me because I had salted my sauce as well, my turkey sausage gravy. I salted that as well, and it just seemed like it was too much salt. So now I'm just mixing all the dry ingredients together well. And to give you a different view there so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. I had help in the kitchen this time when my husband wasn't tending to the baby. He was able to help me with this. So just whisking, 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 and whisking. Now I want to grate the stick of frozen butter. Now, one thing that I noticed after the fact is I didn't keep the grater um, upright the whole time. I started to tilt it because my arm was getting tired, and that made the butter stick to the other side. So next time I'll hold the grater if I remember. I'm gonna keep the grater upright. So I just wanted you guys to see what it looks like when you grate the butter. Now there was another improvisation. Um, if you don't have a pastry, is it a pastry cutter? I think it's called. If you don't have that thing, you can just grate it and then mix it in. Then you just rub it together with your fingers until it's like a coarse ground. It should look like a coarse sand once you're done. You can kind of feel it. It was already coarsely grated. Really don't have to do this part, but I like doing this part just to make sure. Now we want to add our buttermilk, which is 1.5 cups buttermilk. I also saved 2 teaspoons for the top of the biscuits right before you put it in the oven. So here you just gently stir until it just comes together. You don't want to over stir and you don't want to use your fingers because it will melt the butter. So I used a spoon, a wooden spoon. And I'm going to continue to stir and stir and stir. This is so satisfying to me. Oh, I just love baking, guys. Now I'm just going to knead it together a little bit till it comes together. And then I'm going to take it out. Once I feel like I've kneaded it enough, take it out. Flour your surface, flour your rolling pan, which I forgot to do. That's okay. Roll your dough out onto your surface, and you want to roll, and then you want to fold, and then you want to roll, and then I'm gonna fold eventually. There we go. And it's going to start to stick, and I completely forgot to add more flour, but that's okay. And I wanted my dough to stay a square, so I rotate it as I roll it out. I don't have a biscuit cutter, so I'm using a cup. I'm telling you, I'm the queen of improvising. The queen. Yeah, my cup. Yep, it's also a biscuit cutter. So mind your business. Keep your opinions to yourself. So into a greased cast iron skillet, I added my first 6 biscuits. Then what you do is you fold it over, knead it back together nicely, and then roll it out again. Just rinse and repeat. No, I am not a baker. No, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm a quick learner, and all I had to do was watch 2 videos, and I'm good. Now, when it comes time for me to make biscuits again, I'm gonna have to watch those videos again, but that's okay. That's totally fine. So 3 more biscuits has come out of this batch. So I'm gonna roll it back out again, roll it back out, and I can get, I think, 2 more here. So we'll be up to 6, 7, 8. What's that? 10. So I got 10 biscuits so far, and now I am going to roll this back together, roll it out, and 1 more biscuit that time. So that's 11. And then I could literally just put this in like that, but I wanted it to be round like the other one. So 12 biscuits. And now I'm brushing on the buttermilk. So yesterday I did not brush on buttermilk, and I used a regular baking pan with a nylon baking sheet. And I'm telling you, this cast iron skillet does some. It holds the heat better. The bottom didn't burn, and I left these biscuits in for about, I want to say, 20 minutes. I had them on 350, so I baked them at 20 minutes. Look at that smoke coming off that biscuit. Look at that. Oh, look at the rise on that. Now, I'm going to insert a picture of the biscuits I made yesterday, and I want you to see the difference. And here they are. I think that's 12 biscuits. 12 buttermilk biscuits.
Buttermilk
Buttermilk biscuits.
Biscuits.
Here they go.
I enjoy it.
Enjoy.